So Donald Trump's plan to have Sergeant Brainworms, aka RFK Jr., to be the head of Health and Human Services doesn't really make sense to much of anybody. I mean, other than the fact that RFK bent over backwards to kiss Trump's ass after criticizing Trump vehemently multiple times. But who cares about morals and principles and all that? But after he did that, that's the only reason that he's in this position because Donald Trump don't care nothing about no damn healthcare. He don't know nothing about no damn healthcare. He don't know nothing about nothing. But put in someone who's skeptical about vaccinations, who's doesn't want fluoride in the water. We already went over how before fluoride was put in very minute levels into our drinking water and our water supply, there was a 25% more cavities and tooth decay. So we don't put fluoride in the water just because it's not some type of evil government conspiracy. It's a health measure. So let's go ahead and see what other types of very smart people are saying about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. 77 Nobel Prize winners say, please let's not do this. 77 Nobel laureates are urging the Senate to vote down Donald Trump's nomination of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to run the nation's top health agency, pointing to his views against vaccines and fluoride in drinking water, among other things. The letter, published Monday by the New York Times, said putting Kennedy in charge of the Department of Health and Human Services, which oversees agencies handling food and drug safety, disease epidemics, and health insurance, would put the public's health in jeopardy. The authors pointed to Kennedy's opposition to the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine and the polio vaccine. Kennedy is a leading proponent of the discredited theory that childhood vaccinations cause autism. President elect Trump said Sunday he would ask Kennedy to look into what is causing autism because something is going on. Yeah, again, something's going on. I don't know. Go look into it. We've been using vaccines for hundreds of years, but all of a sudden, when we enter the Trump era, the MAGA era, all of a sudden, I don't know about all this. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. And we get vaccinated for all these things, and that's a huge reason why you don't see them, especially rampant throughout child populations, the way that you did not that long ago, because these things work. But again, all of a sudden, there's something to be suspicious about. Kennedy founded the anti vaccination nonprofit Children's Health Defense, which sues governments to oppose vaccine requirements. The group also sponsored a sequel to Wakefield's pseudoscience film Vax. Kennedy said on Fox News in 2023, quote, I do believe that autism does come from vaccines. Again, Captain Brainworms. The same year, Kennedy was caught on video saying that COVID 19 is targeted to attack Caucasians and Black people. The people who are more immune are Ashkenazi Jews and Chinese. The New York Post reported groups including the Anti Defamation League and the Stop Asian Hate Project immediately condemned the comments. There is no proof that vaccine cause autism, of course, but again, we live in a post fact era. You don't need truth anymore. You just need to be convincing and have an audience. Okay, where were we? Yes, there's no proof that vaccines cause autism. The claim originated in a medical journal article by British researcher Andrew Wakefield that was later retracted and called an elaborate fraud based on falsified data in children whose parents were suing vaccine manufacturers. Quote, withholding vaccines will do nothing to reduce the chance that a child is diagnosed with autism, but will absolutely increase the chance that a child could contract and die from a vaccine preventable disease. Allison Singer, the president of the Autism Science Foundation, said in a statement. Trump's team defended Kennedy's appointment. Quote, Americans are sick and tired of the elites telling them what to do and how to do it. Americans are sick and tired of of things making sense. We don't want shit to make sense. We're tired of the government telling us to keep our kids safe. Fuck that. If I don't want to get my kids vaxxed for polio and the measles and the mumps and rubella, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, good for you, bro. Good for you. Bad for us, but good for you. Said Katie Miller, a spokesperson for Trump's transition team. She continues, our healthcare system in this country is broken. Mr. Kennedy will enact President Trump's agenda. Sorry, I was reading a text. Will enact President Trump's agenda to restore the integrity of our healthcare and make America healthy again. The Nobel laureate's letter called Kennedy a belligerent critic of respected agencies, including the Food and Drug Administration. the National Institutes of Health and the Centers for Disease Control, and said the department leader should, quote, continue to nurture and improve, not threaten these important and highly respected institutions and their employees. The Nobel laureates who signed the letter included 31 winners in medicine, 18 in physics, 17 in chemistry, and 11 in economics. But of course, none of those people know what they're talking about. Again, 31 winners of the Nobel laureate in medicine, 18 in physics, 17 in chemistry, 11 in economics. But don't none of them know what the hell they talking about. But Donald Trump does. And anybody who supports Donald Trump knows what they're talking about, but not the Nobel laureates. Hey now. Thank you so much for tuning in here at Politics and Paper. If you like what I do and you support my work, go ahead and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it and really helps to support what we do here.